A Detroit music festival is backtracking after sparking outrage for charging white people double what it charged others for tickets to an event. Over the weekend, rapper Tiny Jag, who is of mixed race, pulled out of the festival, leaving organizers of the event scrambling to explain what was behind their decision. Yelena Adzek joins us now with more. So Yelena, tell us how this all played out.
You know, this played out through an original posting on Eventbrite, which is a site that often facilitates ticket prices and various events. And they ended up having a posting. The organization put this out there to say that there were different price points for POC and non-POC. So people of color would pay $20 and non-people of color would pay $40. So that's how this originally happened. And then we saw, as you say, the rapper ended up pulling out, and her name is Tiny Jag. Now, she ended up pulling out from this because she felt that it just wasn't fair to end up having a two-tier type of pricing system. And she didn't feel that she could be a part of something like that. She ended up saying that she felt her mother, or her grandmother who raised her, would not be able to come and enjoy the show at the same price as her because her grandmother happens to be white, and that she didn't feel that this is something she could participate in, decides to pull out. And that caused a lot of people talking about it, so much so that they decided, this is the organizers, decided to go back and change their pricing structure. And they decided that they said it will be $20 for all. I'm going to give you a look right now at the statement that they ended up issuing out so that people could understand their feelings. They said, for the safety of our community, family, elders who received threats from white supremacists and youth who were subjected to seeing racist comments on our Instagram page. They go on to say, Afro Future Fest has changed our ticketing model to $20 general admission and suggested donation for non-people of color. So there is a softening, but obviously they're still suggesting that people who are not of color should be paying more or contributing a little bit more, because their whole point in their original statement was that they felt that people who were from that neighborhood, who really, they wanted to have more access, greater access to that neighborhood's events, that was their impetus. That was the reason that they wanted to put this out in the first place.
But now the website Eventbrite that was part of the organization, are they being implicated in this in some way?
They were in an interesting position because they would have had to say some sort of a statement, and that's exactly what they did. I'll give you a look at it because they said, we do not permit events that require attendees to pay different prices based on their characteristics, such as their race or their ethnicity. And then the Eventbrite statement, they ended up going on to say that festival organizers were violating a rule and that they would unpublish the event if changes weren't made to the pricing structure. As you saw there, they were made to the pricing structure, but that hasn't stopped people from talking about the issue and discussing it. And they're certainly sending her the rapper, a lot of emails and notes too.
Yeah, so what was the reaction to her decision?
Well, you know, she says that she came under fire from all kinds of groups, including white supremacist groups, and that was very disconcerting to her. She said she never meant to try to align herself with them. She just didn't believe in the original pricing policy. Some people have come out to say, you know, there are organizations that offer pricing at a different price point for example, senior citizens than they would for other people. So they didn't think that it was off base to do so. So it's, yeah, it's still got a lot of people talking.
All right. Thanks for telling us about it, Yelena.
See you soon.